Hi, Moetisha. How are you doing today? Pardon?
That's me. That's God. Yeah. So let's be people.
I hear people talking, but I'm not sure if that's you or somebody in the room.
Sorry, this is just people behind me.
Oh, that's okay.
So sorry.
That's all right. So I think it's just gonna be you and I for
Also,
today.
yeah.
Okay.
So you can use this time to provide me with an update. So the Scrum meeting, there's 3 questions. What did you complete? What do you plan to complete? And did you face any roadblocks in your work?
So far I've completed all my research notes, so I'm all done with those, and I have moved on to starting the final project.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, that's such a cute teddy bear.
It's a beanie baby.
I wish I had one of those still.
I got these
Um,
brand new. I think this one was from Michael's. It was at the front cashier. I have like a whole collection of them, a basket that I've started. They're office supplies now. They each have their own
oh,
personalities and likes and dislikes. So I'm using them as a office uh
yeah,
psychiatry tool. This one
they're so
is
cute.
they're adorable and they're soft. This one is a silk brand. They just created this. It's brand new. So they're
Hmm.
what are they called? 100% PY silk. This one is called stilts or something, or
Hmm.
you.
Well, they
This
do.
one,
You work for money.
fun. Stilts. Grapes are good. I could eat a bunch, but I want pancakes for my lunch. Spaghetti is a great delight. It satisfies my big appetite.
Get back and like
Birthday is
help in
December 10th.
school, do well in
A
school.
project manager at Cooperators
Cooperative.
uses
You
this as
guys
an
know
office
this stuff.
tool. She
It's
puts them
so
on the
cute.
desk. They're cute, but they're also
Oh,
deadly.
I.
Because
I
she has
believe
like
it.
a whole basket like me, and she works in
Oh,
insurance finance, so she works with all different types of animals. So when they come and approach her and they're being rude, angry, she takes them out and she says,
Break the
"Which one are
barricade and
you?
go storm the
Show me the
doors.
animal."
oh.
She throws it on the floor and she's like, "This is how I feel about you right now. This is the type of anger you're confiding me with at this moment." I strongly suggest that you reword what you were just saying to me, or else this animal will be also thrown on the floor once again. So, watch yourself.
Yes, that's
Like
that.
a cute tool, but also deadly because you
Cute
can
but deadly.
cute
The
but deadly.
the
You can
best
see that your
combination.
anger in the moment towards that individual, but on an object, not on the person. So you kind of separate yourself from the person and you show them how angry they're making you.
Give me one moment, okay?
So
So
she has
sorry.
like a whole line of security team at her desk.
You know, put on her earring. Oh, beautiful set. The cat is so cute.
It's cute, but it's also annoying. So this is also cute. Got a whole bunch of them. This one. This is
So
my
cute.
least favorite. I don't like this one at all. The
Why
color
not?
actually hurts my eyes, even with these
Oh,
glasses. I don't like this one. This one is okay. I don't like it that much. It's all right. Like it was just like
mm-hmm,
an impulse buy at that moment, but it has its own story. This one,
mm-hmm,
not recently. It's a pig. I really like the tail. On the back of it, it's curly.
mm-hmm.
It backs itself. So I don't really like it either, but it was like an interesting tail. I took it for
Mm-hmm.
that reason. And this was purchased at Shoppers Drug Mart. So
Mm-hmm.
uh most of the proceeds from all these purchases at Shoppers, even like the little beanie guy, they go to women's mental health. That's
Oh,
why
that's so
I
good.
purchased it from there in this specific type of character. I got it from Shoppers. This one was also from Shoppers, and it's called this character is a
A
squishmallow.
squishmallow?
Yeah, and it says its name is Cavallari. Cavallari is a movie star with a unique sense of style, from wearing flip-flops with ball gowns to using a basketball as a handbag. She's always fighting trends, though the fashion critics never quite get her. Cavalieri doesn't mind much after all. She dresses for herself.
That's so cute.
This one I got from the polar bear. Um, Conservation at Cochrane, Ontario, when I went with my brothers. My brother
Mm-hmm.
was driving us, and he got a t-shirt and a ball cap. And I got this little squishy and some artwork from Native Americans. No, not Americans, Native, like indigenous people. And it's in my mom's basement in the Airbnb. It's like framed with a dollar store frame that's bronze colored. I was giving that one to my ex-boyfriend, Rodrigo. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw last minute I don't want to give it to him anymore. So I took it away from him. And he didn't mind that I took it away. But I would never give him a gift again because he tried to send me to the mental institution under false
Why?
pretenses. He's an immigrant here. He's a fob. He's here from Chile. They don't have mental health care in Chile at all. So he told me he had a delusion where someone was entering a bus and caught on fire. He saw this with his two eyes, so he had a delusion at that point. And they don't have mental health care. So I think he has schizophrenia, but he doesn't know that he has schizophrenia because they don't
Mm-hmm.
have mental health care at all in Chile. So he came
Mm-hmm.
here to Canada and he's trying to tell me I have mental issues. And I was like, I'm a Canadian born citizen here. I don't have mental health issues. I don't appreciate comments like that. And I broke up with him immediately. We never spoke to each other again. It was an immediate block, and I took all my stuff and I left. But I was just like, then the audacity, like, you're a fucking immigrant. My mom works in immigration. She knows everyone in immigration. We can fucking deport you. And you had the
Mm-hmm.
nerve to tell me I have mental health issues. I got checked. I went to the mental ward. I spoke to
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Gila. She says, you don't have anything wrong with you. You can leave. I was like, thanks. At least I got this on official stamp on my record. So if
Yeah.
anybody ever tries to fucking pull that shit on me, you can't do that because I don't have anything. And I have multiple doctors that can confirm this. My family doctor can confirm this. Dr. Ahmed, Dr. Copeland, Dr. Shakila, and my own therapist, which I worked with Reena Doshi or something. She's Indian. She taught me about couples therapy and communication, Gottman method, et cetera, et cetera. I worked with her for a little bit. She was a student at that time, but she opened her own practice early on to get that experience. And she worked with a clinician that was supervising her. So she would discuss her appointments with her clients with the supervisor. And then she brought on students for herself. They would also be witnessing the appointments. So my ex-boyfriend Ibrahim tried to manipulate her into telling her that I'm the problem. He's a narcissist. And she didn't catch that early on, but her student was there witnessing this whole thing. And I told her when I recognized it, because I worked with another, I had so many therapists, I had another one that was free from Ontario Ability CBT program. He's in Saskatchewan. His name is Gerald. He caught on early that Abraham was a narcissist, and he's like, don't go to couples therapy with him. He's going to manipulate the doctor. And that's exactly what he tried to do to my therapist, Rena. Rena didn't
Mm-hmm.
recognize it immediately because she's all about like, maybe you didn't communicate properly or something. I was like, no, bitch,
Mm-hmm.
this guy is a narcissist. Um, so then she realized it, and I told her I will report you to the board if you continue having appointments with him. Like, I know you're hungry and you're starving for clients, but this is unethical at this point because you know he's a narcissist and he's just talking shit about me at this appointment. And she finally recognized, oh fuck, like I fucked up. So she joined a larger group of therapists that are kind of like sheltering her at this point. I don't think she did anything on purpose, but she was naive and she didn't think there was anything wrong with him, which there was. There clearly was. And Gerald pointed this out to me immediately within 5 minutes of my phone call with him. He was very
Mm-hmm.
sharp. He made analogies. He told me what's going on. And I was like, you're fucking right. So I am a fucking cat. I had 9 lives. So many of them tried to send me to the mental institution, get me medication to continue dating them. I don't need medication to be with anyone. I'm not taking any medication here, but I put everyone in their place and they all know they have mental health issues. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
all I heard. So yeah, I got this bear, the polar bear thing. It was really cool seeing polar bears behind the fence and it's electric fence. They're really dangerous in person. You should never approach
Yes. Oh,
them.
yeah. Yeah.
They even their caretakers, they throw things over the fence, but they never interact with them in person. The veterinarians have to shoot them with anesthetic in order to give them not mental health care, but they have to give them a shot to do any kind of health care for them.
Mhm.
They go crazy, those polar bears, like they're delusional themselves, like they are full of testosterone during some seasons, and they have
Mhm.
to be separated from all the other polar bears, even if it's their son or their daughter or any of their siblings. Like they can't be together because testosterone for males is the worst. And they start to actually like eat each other alive.
I didn't even know that about polar bears. Oh my
They're
gosh.
psychopaths. They're
They're
psychopaths
crazy.
in a very cute coat, white coat. So I would strongly recommend you go there if you have a chance. It's in Cochrane, Ontario. They offer
Mhm.
10-cent land pieces. Like if
Mhm.
you're looking for cheap housing, I would never live there. It's in the country. It's really cold during the winter. It's not a good
Ooh,
place. And construction there is also like really bad. Like no one wants to go up there to do the construction, but it's 10 cents for the land. So
that's wow.
you have to build within 2 years. There's a bunch of regulations and restrictions. But there is ways to get cheap housing. You just have to live with these guys, which I'm not a fan of.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll show you some of my other ones. Also have this one. This is from
Oh.
San Juan Islands when I went with my brother Andrew. He took me
Mhm.
kayaking with orca whales. It's missing an eye because my dog ate the eye. One day. He decided he didn't like this eye anymore, so he took it off. And he took me kayaking. This was my first trip doing something like really adrenaline um,
Mhm.
increasing, I guess you could say. A porpoise jumped in front of the kayak when we were together on the kayak. It was a double kayak. So my brother Andrew was in front, I was in the back. I screamed and yelled because I thought it was an orca and it would flip us over, but didn't. So I bought this as a little souvenir, and it was part of my project at McMaster about saving the orca
Mhm.
whales in BC because they're dying currently.
Oh my God.
If they die, the whole ocean system and ecosystem in the water, under the water, will also collapse. So they're very important for the species and for the ecological harmony. So that's why I bought it, just to remind myself of this.
Mhm.
And I got this little angel. I don't know who gave this to me. It was a gift. It's
So
original.
cute.
Like, yeah. Then we also have this one. This one was from another store. There's no story about it. It's really soft. It's kind of cute, but I don't feel connected to it at all. Like it's just soft. It's like a tree character from
Mhm.
Marvel. Groot. It's the character. So it's kind of reminds me of some people that are just like really soft, but they don't have any
Mhm.
depth to them or character or personality. So I also don't care. Then we have this one. This is, I think, what is his name? Wilfred. I may be tiny, but I have a big heart. I can do tricks. I'm really smart. I'll sleep by your side when you're in bed or up on your pillow right by your head. Birthday is August 12th. This one's really
Aw.
cute. It looks kind of sad though.
Yeah, it does look sad. I was just saying, it looks like a really sad puppy.
Yeah, this one is cute too. I don't know if they go together.
Yeah.
And I have this one. This is Ranger.
Oh.
On your desk, you'll find a pen. Time to do homework again. Once you're done, then it's time to play. The perfect way to end the day. June 11th is the birthday, and name is Ranger. It's the day before my cousin Julia is born. My cousin Julia
Mm.
forced a man to have a child with her. How she went into a very large legal battle with him. He's a criminal lawyer, so he doesn't pay for his legal battles. She pays for it, and she took loans from her parents. Her father, Chester, has dementia, and her mother is a breast cancer survivor who had a double mastectomy, and they both don't have money. So they work so hard all their lives just for Juliet to force a man that was very dangerous, legally speaking and financially speaking. And he shares her son. So she had a son. His name is
Mhm.
Sebastian, who's my nephew, technically. I don't talk to her anymore, though, because I think that was really unethical for her to do that.
That was.
She lied about it, too. She said, "Oh, I just skipped my birth control." No, bitch, you fucking didn't. You know exactly what you were doing. And he said for her to have an abortion. He remarried now. He has a wife. He's Argentinian from Calgary. He
Mhm.
lives in Old Mill area with his new wife. Um, and he didn't want to have the child. He said for her to abort. She refused because she was in her late 40s. Now she's in her 50s. And Sebastian, I think, just turned 12. He shares the same birthday as Vladimir Putin. Fun fact.
Yep.
Yeah, so she did all this just to have this child that shares the same birthday as Vladimir Putin. She takes sleeping pills, she takes anxiety medication because she feels so much guilt and shame for her behavior, and she doesn't want to admit it to anyone that she forced this man to have a child with her. So
That's
it's insane. And then she blabs to me about David and complains to me. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not a fucking therapist. Go pay someone. Like, all her therapists don't take her appointments anymore because literally she doesn't use it to do work, like actual
mhm.
therapy work. She uses it just to complain about David. And I'm like, I don't think anyone cares anymore. Like, we know all can see through your bullshit and that you forced him to have this
Yeah,
child with you. Now you're just using this to relieve your guilt. So don't be a Julia.
I will not.
Yeah, this is Ranger. He has the day before Julia's actual birthday. Julia was born on the 12th of June. This is June 11th. So I like
Hmm.
Ranger, this character, born the day before Julia. I don't really feel much compassion for Julia anymore. So those are some of my animals. I think I have more downstairs. How's your day?
I'm just at placement, but
Okay.
we're on lunch
This
break.
is another one.
Oh,
Snapper.
look at that.
I'm really
Oh,
angry. I fucking throw this one around. So even if you're at placement and like a kid is like losing its shit, get one of these guys and tell them like Snapper is for anger. So you
hmm.
take Snapper when you feel angry and you throw him on the floor and you teach him a lesson.
That's smart, actually. That's very smart.
Yeah, this is Eva, the elephant. Eva's my mom's best friend who died. She was a nurse in
Mhm.
Poland, and they lost contact. They were not in touch anymore, and she heard that she
Mm.
died from her family in Poland because it's a small town. Eva was a huge slut, a bimbo. She had blonde hair, and she was trying to sleep with my mother's husband. Um, yeah,
Oh, that's
at the
terrible.
wedding party, she was all over him, and then she apologized to my mom, and she said, "I'm so sorry. Like, I noticed I was trying to take your husband away from you, but clearly it didn't work." And then she found out she died in her 50s, alone, miserable, still a nurse, but not happy with her life and trying to steal people's husbands and sleeping around. So that's Eva.
Karma.
Yeah. This is another one about this one at Walmart. It was a US and Canadian partnership on the tag.
Hmm.
I don't know what this doesn't have a name. It's like a little baby bear. I think it's made in
Hmm.
US can it says has two. So Canada Parkdale Novelty Co. Limited and US Creature Comforts Toys. This was made in China. I bought this at
Hmm.
Walmart. It goes on my purse, goes on my fanny pack. I can take it anywhere with me. It has like a nice little clip. Um,
Hmm.
we already saw this one. This one, the girl at Whole Foods customer service had the same one when I was returning a Diva cup that they tried to innovate with, but it actually leaked everywhere. It looked like a little baby carriage. It had like a little pull tab on it, which
Hmm.
was really uncomfortable. And I went back and I complained to Whole Foods and I said, this is inappropriate. You should never even invented this type of Diva cup. It doesn't work. And it leaked all over while I was in Apple discussing business about getting a business account for Apple
Hmm.
phones. And none of the store clerks let me know that there was blood all over my pants from it leaking. So I
Wow.
complained that Diva cup was made in Kitchener, Ontario, and they didn't have an email or customer service line, but they did give me a refund. So the cashier that day was a woman and she understood everything
Mhm.
I was saying. And she was like, yeah, I'll send this feedback to head office at Whole Foods. We'll remove it off the shelves. So hopefully
Mhm.
they did that. It was a gray
Hopefully.
cup. Yeah. Anyways, go back to you.
Um, I finished all my research. So right now I'm currently starting on the digital toolkit, which I'm excited actually to do because it's very creative and I like creative things. So I'm excited to get all that in. So I'm like condensing my notes to put it into the digital toolkit to fit it in. I had a few roadblocks, but that was kind of like with school and like
Uh-huh.
final projects and everything, but I'm back on track with everything, do with the projects and everything. So I'm excited to like complete everything and hand that in to you.
All right, sounds good. Were you thinking like a pamphlet, a brochure, or like what were you doing for the toolkit? Did you want to do a presentation? Because people have scheduled meetings with me to do like a final presentation. I don't know if that's something you're interested in doing or how you want to submit.
I was gonna do a handbook, like a little handbook for you, but I don't know if you would like that. If not, I can do something else as well.
Handbook sounds good.
Like
But I
that's what I was
just
thinking.
want to make sure it's like reasonable work for you because I'm not getting paid right now. This is volunteer work. I don't even have to eat, so
What?
I'm making sure everybody's eating and getting paid, but myself, I'm totally neglected.
No, that's not good.
I wish I had spaghetti right now. I don't even have spaghetti.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could make it for you. I want to make you
So
spaghetti.
just make sure whatever you're doing, you're feeling okay about it mentally and you can handle like have enough capacity for it because
Oh, I do.
I don't have much capacity today. My eyes twitching and I haven't eaten properly. I had cheesecake for breakfast, but it was my
Hey,
mom's groceries. I don't even want to eat her groceries. She's already partially blind, schizophrenic. I want nothing to do with her
oh,
groceries. She's on her pension and it's for her
oh,
disability and they only pay
hmm.
her $16,000 a year and she's trying to afford this house and feeding us too. And I'm like, bitch, don't fucking feed me. Like, I don't want your
No,
food. But I'll starve. It's Ramadan.
you have a point there. You should still eat.
I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Maybe I'll eat that plant behind me. But I'm close. I'm not naked. We're already one step ahead.
Look at that. Oh, one upside.
But those clothes were donated. Some of them. Like
Hey,
these pants are from Patricia. They're donated from the Pinnacle Grand Park 2
mm,
building that they kicked me out of. And they took away my gym access. And I'm really upset about it. And I don't want to use that strength that I have left to argue with the fucking Middle Eastern guy and the Indian that now works in property management.
mm.
Balgro and Valentin. Like I already sent them emails threatening them, and they said it's property management. But sorry, board of directors' fault. They're the ones who have to make the decision, but they're volunteers too, and everybody fucking hates them in the building. And I'm the only one that
Oh
uses
my,
that gym. It's always empty, and
oh
nobody in
my
the
God.
building uses it, and they took it away from me. I'm like, it's not costing you anything. The equipment's already there. I have access. You just took
Mm.
access away and you just gave me access to the ground floor, which is never a thing. They never did that before. I was
That's
working
so
out
weird.
every day for 7 years, and it didn't cost them anything. I had tenants in there, the tenants didn't mind. They also didn't use the gym. They were students. They were like at UTM, most of them.
Hmm.
They still didn't go and work out. They didn't care about exercise. They're just stressed about school. But I was fucking taking care of all these fucking fat fucks in my house. Like still going to the gym. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to revisit when I feel like it, but for now, I'll just accept what they're saying to me and do my yoga in my room with my
Hmm.
app. Yeah. I'm trying to lose weight, so also like starving myself right now, I don't think is a totally bad idea, but I don't think it's a great idea either. Like my doctor probably wouldn't recommend that.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah. But that makes me really angry that I fucking lose my shit. And I learned that the cooperators, the HALT acronym, make sure you're fed. Like, are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? And are you tired? Those are three signals that you should take a break.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing to keep
Yeah.
around in your head.
Yeah. I just fixed my mom's balcony door. It was rusted. I got her a new doorknob from Amazon. It's a Brinks one,
Mm.
so it's the same one as the money trucks, and it really motivates me. It makes me think about money every time I open the balcony.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
You're motivated.
yeah, those truck drivers will have a really dangerous job. Like they have guns
Mm-hmm.
in the car for a reason. Like people are always trying to take the money, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like a mixed feeling opening the balcony, knowing it's Brinks. Like it's dangerous to
Mm-hmm.
open the door, but it's also like it's telling me about money, like making me feel about I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
My mom really likes it. She saw it. I checked today if it was level because yesterday when I did it, it wasn't. Like I'm not feeling well.
Mhm.
My first time using power tools. I'm a landlord and I've never used power tools. That's a sin. So today it was my first time. I think I did okay. Like Frank, the
Mhm.
contractor at Pinnacle, probably would say like it's all right, but he would never recommend square knobs for doors. You should always do the
Mhm.
circular ones so you don't have to level them. That's like a
Mhm.
tip for landlords and tenants if you want to change the doorknob, which you should always ask permission before
Mhm.
doing it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's me. I don't know how much more time you want to spend with me. I mean, this is all volunteering for me on my side. My eye's still
Hmm.
twitching. To have some more magnesium in my cup.
Oh, right.
Put it in that cup.
Mhm.
It's from Thurs. It's a really nice one. It's made in Thailand, and it's only
Mhm.
supposed to be for cold drinks. But I put like peach mango tea in there, and it was really
Mhm.
nice. Also took it with me to the Collision Tech conference on the GO train. I put like a Persian blackberry tea in it. It was so
Mhm.
delicious, which I bought at a furniture store in Erin
That sounds
Mills,
amazing.
small
That sounds
town center.
amazing.
It was so good. They had rugs in that store and like with ballerinas on it. Like Persians have like really intricate carpet designs.
Yes.
Beautiful furniture, like gold furniture on it, on the like trim. And then
Mhm.
they had this random tea there. And I just so happened to find it and this grandma sold it to me. Persian grandma. I was like, this is
Mhm.
good fit. Clearly, if the grandma's giving it to me. I drank it all. I had it in that mug. And then I tossed the blueberries in Gongsha bubble tea place.
Mhm.
It had like a
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird bathroom setup with like two levels. Like the first level is where you walk in and wash your hands. And then there's like a platform to use the toilet, which was strange, but
That
like
is so weird.
it was so
Never
weird.
heard of such a washroom with two with a platform in it. Like,
I don't know. Oh, it says our free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it was weird, but really good place to sit down and collect my thoughts. I don't think
mhm.
I didn't even buy a bubble tea, but they let me sit down and like look at all the free things I got from Collision. Like I
Mhm.
got stickers, QR codes. My laptop has a whole bunch of stickers, which I can show you later, but
Mhm.
got it there and I got to look at it and check it out. And I got my wristband, which said I was a scholar for family. I think Leo Hunt sponsored me. I went for free. It's a $700 ticket to Collision, but they also give
Mhm.
discounts to women. I strongly recommend going there. Some women go there for dating purposes. So if you're looking
Mhm.
for like a really, intelligent guy, although they're all finance bros and they probably sleep around and cheat on their wives. So I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh no. No, thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. It might be an opportunity for you just to like learn stuff because there's lots of
Mhm.
seminars that are happening there, or just go for some like free swag or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Leo Hunt sponsored me, but I don't know for sure. Like they
Called
said
Leo.
I'm a scholar. It's a really unique um wristband. They don't give that out. I think I was the first person to receive it,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's something to do on a June, last week of June, they hold it.
Last week of June. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I
Yeah.
won't be in school, so I'll definitely have time
They
to.
also take volunteers if you want to go and check it out as a volunteer. Microsoft goes there, different tech companies.
Oh, okay. That sounds
Google,
interesting. It
United
sounds
M.
interesting.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's called Leo Hunt, right?
That was the
Or
startup I worked for. It was about families, Montessori, and one-on-one activities with your children.
mhm.
Build a secure mental and emotional bond with your kids because a lot of kids are growing up these days, they don't even eat dinner together, which is the
Mhm.
first step of like noticing that there's a problem in the family, so that they don't eat dinner.
Mhm. Aw.
My
I
family
I
eats dinner
hear.
together, but we don't like each other. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or a signal, but they all have mental health issues except me. So
Uh, yeah, that could cause tension. But
yeah,
I
I don't
get
know.
that. I get that.
I take myself out for dinner. Like I don't need to eat with them, but like sometimes I like
Mm,
to treat myself. I go to restaurants, I try new food. It used to make me nervous to do that, but I've tried it once and then like I really liked it. I did it when I went to Australia too. I was there by myself, traveling alone. And even though I had a travel companion, he was from San Francisco. We met on the plane. A woman was sexually harassing him. She started kissing him on the neck, and he's like, "Bitch, I don't even fucking know you. Like, don't touch me." The flight attendants
Oh
know
my God.
that they thought they were together, like romantically, and he had to tell them privately, like, "No, this bitch, I don't even know her. I just borrowed her my wired uh AirPod Lightning um
Mhm.
headset. She can listen to music. And then she took some Percocets on the plane. So she was like out of it and like delusional. And then during her sleep, she started kissing him because she thought it was her husband. So
Oh my
flight
gosh.
attendants took him and moved him next to me. And I'm like, how do you know I'm not going to sexually harass him too? He ended up being my friend. He lives in San Francisco. He
Oh.
works at a cannabis company. He's a scientist.
Mhm.
He traveled all around the world or to Thailand by bicycle or something with some friends. And I thought he was super cute, but he wasn't interested in me. And I asked him why he didn't want to kiss me. And because we were like hanging out every single day, and he was like really happy to see me, but he was there to visit his cousin who has autism, and they work in the orchestra in Sydney. He wasn't interested in me, but we're still friends. We're still cool. And
Mhm.
like I respected that he wasn't interested in me. He's a Kiwi. He's
No.
from New Zealand originally. He moved
Oh,
to San Francisco. Really
I want to go to
tall guy,
Australia.
nice hair, nice build. But he asked me why I didn't offer to pay for my smoothie bowl when his friends invited me out. Like they work and live there and they make a lot of money in Australia.
Mhm.
He's a personal trainer and she's a social media influencer. And they make so much money and they offered to pay for my smoothie. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, why wouldn't I? And then he told me
Hmm.
later that he was upset with me that I didn't offer to pay. I'm like, why the fuck would I pay for a smoothie bowl that your friends are offering me? Like, they're strangers and they offered it to me. Of course, I'm going to say yes. Like, I'm just going to
Like
receive that, like, as a gift. And he was
any
like,
normal person would say yes.
right. And then I'm like, do you have autism? To him, like, are you okay? Like, why would I pay for the smoothie bowl? Are you like retarded? Like, I don't know.
That is insane.
San Francisco people are so weird. And then I realized why we're not compatible. Like, he was asking me to pay for a smoothie bowl his friends offered me. Like, that would never work out either way. So even though like I thought he was cute and I had like a little crush on him, because we spent like time together every single
Mhm.
day, and he rejected me and I was fine. But then at the larger scale of things, we would never be good together because he was asking me to pay for the smoothie bowl, which was like a red flag for me immediately.
Somebody offered it to you, so why do you have to pay for something that somebody offered? Like, somebody offered me something, I'm not gonna say no. Like, you're offering it to me.
Right. And
Like,
like it's like a business meeting too, because she was telling me about her job, how she's a social media influencer, and like maybe she wants to hire me. Like maybe it was a business meeting and they're writing it off on their
mhm.
taxes. Why would I offer to pay? Like he's kind of dumb. I don't know if he smokes pot. I think he probably does, but he's a bit slow. Like he didn't grasp what was happening. And I was like, of course I'm not gonna pay for it. Like they invited me. If someone invites you,
Right.
they pay for it.
Yes, I always tell people if you invite me out, I expect you to either pay for it unless it's discussed beforehand that you're not the person solely paying for everything. Or at least we're going half. Like, you have to have these discussions with people.
Right. So like I open my own business now. If I invite people out for something, of course I'm gonna pay if I have the money. Right now I
Mhm.
don't have the money, but like I'm dreaming
Mhm.
about that time when I do. Like I'm taking some of my brother's expenses because they're all fucking disabled without me. They
Mhm.
don't have legal capacity to make decisions, legally speaking. So I'm
Oh
pretty much
my.
holding everyone on my shoulders right now, like rationally, logically. I have to make decisions. So I write off some of their shit because they're fucking driving me nuts. I'm not making any income and I'm volunteering at a mental institution, basically.
Mhm.
They offered me that
Yeah.
role at the mental institution. They said, do you want to volunteer here? Because they love me so much. They're like,
Mhm.
you're such a great, positive person. And I was like, I already fucking volunteer here. Like it's all schizophrenic. Like that's on their record. I'm not
All of
joking.
them.
All of them. My mom has schizophrenia. She's partially blind. My younger brother Andrew also has schizophrenia. Wally had schizophrenia, but now they switched it to psychopathy and are narcissism. So they don't do anything about that. There's no cure, but he still takes pills. He just got his throat checked with like a camera all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
He does like experiments like this. He has diarrhea. He shits himself.
This sounds like a
Thankfully,
lot.
I don't have to change his diapers. Like if I had to
My
do that,
goodness.
like I'm fucking out. He tried to call the cops on me. He tried to get them to send me to the mental institution. I'm like, fucking bitch, like I saved your life. He had a cord around his neck in the basement trying to kill himself. Sent him to the hospital, got him help because we have free healthcare here in Canada. And then
Mhm.
he throws a gun at me saying I have mental health issues because I was trying to save his life. He wanted to end it. He's so miserable. He wanted to end it because no one wants to date him. I'm like, no one wants to date you because you're a psychopath. Like that should be the way
That's
it is.
scary. What is
Yeah.
such
But
scary
he's the one
behavior?
that took me to Cochrane, Ontario for polar bears. So I don't know, mixed feelings.
Oh gosh. That sounds terrifying.
So it's just he's in Scarborough now, actually. He's at Centennial
Ugh.
College taking HVAC. And the government is paying for his education, but he has to pay for his own rent. It's
Mm.
$1,200. And they have
He
an
lives
R
on campus?
they have an RA. I met her. She's from the Caribbean. I don't think she gets paid that much, but she really cares about her job and making sure everyone is like satisfied and happy and like whatever. He has roommates. He said they're horrible. He doesn't like his roommates. And he actually slept here last night because he said they were up all night talking and chatting and having a good time and it bothered him. I was like,
What?
right.
What?
Like he doesn't even want to socialize with his roommates. And he wants to come back here and hang out with my schizophrenic mother because that's more exciting. He doesn't want to grow up. Like he just wants to stay under my mother's wing when she's already so disabled. Like there's nothing left of her. He's eating her life. He comes here, eats her groceries too, when he's supposed to be eating his own groceries and living in Scarborough.
That's terrible.